Hey everyone, this is Ranger14 doing tips and advice. This week we're going to do ADC Part 2. This is basically part of the meta where you are the attack damage player in the bottom lane with a support. Anyway, tip number 1, Golems. Golems are an easy way to boost yourself just a little bit more experience so that you do hit level 2 first, which is a huge advantage in lane. Whenever you can get your extra ability off and they can't, it can greatly increase your chance of getting a kill. So you kite it just back and forth, make sure to start it, make sure your support runs back and forth. You take very little damage, very easy to pull off. Tip number 2, if they split, commit. This basically means if their support ever runs into the river to put a ward down or anything, you have to commit to zoning the other champion. So as long as they don't have their support there, I have free reign on Vayne. It's a 2-on-1 situation. We can't possibly lose this. So just play smart. As long as he's not there, that other guy doesn't get CS in lane. This next tip is me talking about the ADCs and what ability separates them from the others, besides their ultimate. Tip number 3, the added ability. Caitlyn has traps. Put them down in bushes, seal off ways so that enemies can't chase you or sneak up on you. Draven's ability is where you can push an enemy champion. This makes it so right here, I push Lux back into our Jarvan, and there's really no way this Lux is going to get away from both of us. If you level up Graves' Smokescreen at level 8 instead of his Quick Draw, this makes it so you can Buckshot and Smokescreen, and it kills all the ranged creeps. It's also a very annoying ability, so use it in all team fights. The last added ability I want to talk to you guys about in this video is Ezreal's Essence Flux. This is a 40% increase in attack speed for allies, or minus 40% for enemies. So right here I miss Essence Flux, so I cannot take Tristana in a fair fight. So I use my abilities and then I'm going to run. As soon as I get to the bush, Essence Flux is back up, so I hit her with it. This changes her attack speed from 1.4 to 0.9 and allows me to win in a one-on-one situation. Make sure to use these added abilities, they're really beneficial. Tip number 4, cooldowns. Knowing the cooldowns on both sides is really vital to a fight. So Alistar uses both of his abilities. He's basically done. He has no more Disable and no more Burst. So I can tank him. I'm going to do as much damage to Ashe as I possibly can. This game really is an eye for an eye. Just make sure you're the last guy so the blind guy can't take your eye. Now we're going to transition a little bit into a different thing, but still the same. Tip number 5, positioning in lane. Blitz uses his flash and exhaust to get to me to knock me up. So now he has no cooldowns to get to me except for hook. I position myself inside my creep wave. This makes it so he can't do anything to me. As soon as I get the Janus shield and creep advantage, I open up on Varus. Now Varus is in trouble. The last second Blitz does get a knockup which saves his life, but now all Blitz can do is hook me. He has nothing else to do. So I'm able to stay ahead of him and able to pick him off. Positioning is everything for an ADC. Position yourself correctly and pull off big plays. Tip number 6, protect your support. Right here they open up on my support, but because Blitz uses all of his cooldowns, his damage is done. I'm going to do tons of damage to Vayne and scare them off. Protect your mother, protect your nurturer. Alright guys, I apologize, but math. Tip number 7, shortest route. Alright, so the lane is curved. They're in the bushes. Shortest route is our tower, point A, to their tower, point B, is a straight line. All I do is run in a straight line, and I wait for them to come out of the bushes. They're being chased by my team, not the other way around. There's nothing that's going to be tricky that's going on. We're just running from the shortest route, point A to point B, pick up the kills, and get out of there. Don't follow them in bushes. Shortest route, all the time. Alright guys, tip number 8, Tower Master. I wish there was the tower right here right now. I tower all over it and show you guys, but all I have is this clip. So my APs are going to poke and zone. My job is to do damage to the tower. You're the Tower Master. Take him down. For this next clip, I don't really like to focus on items, but tip number 9, lifesteal. You have to have at least a Vamp Scepter on any ADC. You need that lifesteal. So here, I'm kiting Anivia, and I'm lifestealing with every hit on the creeps that I passed, and also whenever I can take a putt shot at her. When she uses her cooldowns, again, they're off, and I'm going to position myself to not get hit by her abilities. As soon as her abilities are done, her damage is done. And because of my lifesteal, I'm able to turn that around and get the kill. Make sure to get lifesteal on all your ADCs. Tip number 10, do damage till it is over. Guys, it's really important that you're that constant physical damage, that ADC. So while this fight has always been a losing fight, I'm going to stay in there and at least let us turn something. So as soon as I get the last kill and the fight is over, I'm just going to back off. I kept my composure, I stayed out of the fight, I didn't take any damage, I'm just going to walk away. Make sure to constantly be doing damage, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. You guys are awesome. This is an ADC. This is more about what's going on, a couple more tips basically in lane phase. Now we're going to go into the 40 minutes when you have the 6 items, when you're getting just harassed constantly in team fights. We're not even talking lane anymore. Hopefully we can knock that off in the next week. It's really hard to get games that long. Anyway, I want to show you guys my face, so if you go to the World Championships tomorrow, you guys can see me. I have this really awesome hat that subscriber got me, so I'm looking all pimping. Anyway, I really appreciate you guys. My name is Ranger14, and I hope to see you guys at the World Championships.